What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Big Gucci Max, and today we're back to Unfoonk, how Young Thug's brother snitched worse than Gunna, my nigga. If y'all don't know, you know what I mean? My boy Gunna is back in these streets, and some niggas are saying they're not jacking his music, but I ain't gonna lie, but the latest shit he just dropped is too heat, my nigga. And one, he ain't snitch on me, so I'm bumping the nigga regardless. Right? But this dude right here is gonna break down 1090 Jake. He's gonna break down how Young Thug's brother actually did worse than Gunna, so let's see. And nobody's talking about it either.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Unfoonk, the YSL member who snitched worse than Gunna. With the release of Gunna's new song addressing his snitching, a video went viral of the song killing the vibe of an entire club. Dirt called him a rat while speaking.
That club is full of just dick riders, my nigga. Like, come on. Gunna shit is too far for me to not even tap my feet, my nigga, a little bit. You know what I mean? Little jiggles on the toes. The whole club full of dick suckers, bro.
With academics, Boosie called him a rat while speaking with Vlad, and it's uncertain who actually within hip-hop is willing to stand next to him. But come to find out, there's someone within the YSL indictment that not only snitched worse than Gunna, he full-on betrayed his own blood brother.
It's tough.
Thug. 34-year-old Quantavious Greer, who raps by the name Unfoonk, has recently been exposed for snitching worse than Gunna in another case of selective politicking. One of 28 men indicted in the YSL case, Unfoonk also took a plea deal which spared him a prison sentence and ultimately set him free on probation. Charged with conspiracy to violate the RICO Act and theft by receiving a stolen firearm, Unfoonk would receive a 12-year prison sentence with 2 years credited as time served, while the remaining 10 years was to be served on probation. He'd be required to perform 750 hours of community service, stay away from firearms, and commit no criminal acts. But in return,
And that nigga, I heard on Instagram, he just got caught with a gun. They gave that boy 9 years. 9 years, my nigga. Yeah, these dumbass niggas, bro. I don't know what's up with these niggas, bro. They got a second chance at freedom. But I guess the famous line is better to get caught with it than without it applies in this situation. But in my opinion, bro, just move out the hood, bro. Just move out, my nigga. It's not that deep. You don't got to be in the trenches, bro. Unless you're just broke.
He'd admit to a long list of questions specifically designed to convict those higher up in the YSL food chain, such as his own brother, Young Thug. As part of the special conditions of his sentencing, Unfoonk agreed to testify that YSL is a gang. He'd admit to being a member of the Goodfellas gang and becoming associated with YSL in 2019. He'd admit that in 2 separate occasions he spoke with YSL members on securing protection for a YSL member in jail and getting revenge on another inmate for harming a YSL member in jail. He'd agree to testify discussing the use of a drone to fly cell phones into the jail and would acknowledge multiple gang identifiers of YSL to further confirm YSL is in fact a gang. He'd agree he has personal knowledge of members of YSL having committed criminal acts such as murder, robbery, etc., and understands that if he takes back anything he's admitted to testifying, his plea deal will be revoked. Not only would he sign his initials next to everything he agreed to, but court transcripts would also show he answered yes to every question.
Let's see. Specifically, you are to testify that YSL is a gang. Do you understand? Yes. And that you are a member of the Goodfellas gang. Yeah. And that you became associated with and affiliated with YSL in the year 2019. Yes. And that on or about April 3rd of 2022, you discussed with a YSL associate about securing protection for another YSL associate while in the full county jail. Yes. That nigga told it all. Only thing that Gunna did worse was he said, yes, ma'am. That nigga said it politely, my nigga. That nigga snitched with politeness. That's the only thing that Gunna did worse than his guy. But other than that, you can argue that this guy did worse because this is actually Young Thug's blood brother. Like, I think they have the same mom or some shit like that, or same dad, which is crazy.
Inside of a courtroom and in front of a judge. With Unfoonk pleading out in December of 2022, he'd only last 5 months before violating his probation.
Dumbass nigga.
He was pulled over by Atlanta police for the window tint on his Mercedes when they located a Glock handgun inside of the vehicle. Going in front of a judge, he was spared nothing as he was sentenced to serve the remaining 9 years in state prison. But prison was Unfoonk's second home, as he'd already spent much of his life in there and would have spent the remainder of his life sentence in prison if it wasn't for Young Thug.
Oh,
Back
shit.
in 2007, Unfoonk arranged the robbery of 2 men who had cashed a $1,500 check. Having the victims unknowingly driven to him, he approached the vehicle in all black demanding the money. They gave it up as he and the co-defendant went in their pockets, and when they told the victims to walk away, one of the men threw his jacket at Unfoonk, who opened fire, shooting the man in the stomach and ultimately killing him. Unfoonk and his co-defendant would be indicted by Fulton County in 2010 and months later sentenced to life in prison. In an interview with Be High Atlanta, Unfoonk would share the story of how back in 2017, he was sitting in a prison cell when he got a call from Young Thug on his cell phone. Now a superstar in the rap game, Thug would tell him his new lawyer was none other than Brian Steele, the most notorious hip-hop lawyer in Atlanta who's currently representing Thug in the YSL indictment. Unfoonk would later speak with the lawyer who promised his release within the next 2 years, and in a series of appeals and
Nah, this gotta be the greatest lawyer of all time. That nigga got charged with life in prison. Life. And the lawyer said, yo, give me 2 years, I'm gonna get him out. Bro, how does that work, bro? How do certain lawyers just have that pull? Because they all these niggas go to the same law school. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas go to the same law school and they all study the same exact laws. But some niggas just have that pull where they just finesse. Like, they're really geniuses when it comes to this shit, bro. Oh my god, it's scary how smart these niggas are. Nah, that's crazy.
motions, Young Thug was able to finance and essentially buy back his brother's freedom. A selfless act that would end in betrayal, as Unfoonk, who only served 11 years of his life sentence, agreed to testify against the very gang Young Thug is alleged to have founded. Maybe it's
That is some snake ass shit though. Like I ain't gonna lie, even if that's not your brother, but a man got you out from a life. You supposed to rot in that jail cell, my nigga. You're supposed to rot and die in there. He saved you, got you out, paid money out his pocket, got you out. Cause yeah, y'all was brother pay. I probably wasn't that close, cause you got locked up 2007. How old is Young Thug? Thug couldn't have been that old. Let me see. Young Thug age. He's 31. So how old would he have been in 2007? Let's see. 31 minus 16. He would have been 15 years old. Yeah, maybe they were close. It's a lot of years.
The fact that Gunna's a
But regardless,
rapper,
the nigga got you out, bro, and you're gonna snitch on him. Like, my nigga, take it to trial, bro. You already was gonna face life in jail regardless if it wasn't for him. So I would just do the jail time for him type shit.
that makes him the most hated within the YSL indictment. But in all reality, there's many more that have done worse against YSL and specifically against Thug, who have yet to be publicly shamed. Unfoonk is now on his way back to prison, only to be reunited with his co-defendant who was never released and is still serving a life sentence for a murder he didn't commit because he didn't have a rich brother to pay for the lawyer. Now everybody hates Gunna to the point that they don't even want to move around in the club to his music. Everybody just sits still and waits until the song gets turned off. I don't know anybody that wants to collab with Gunna. Some of the biggest names in hip hop
So nigga, I'll collab with Gunna. You know what I'm saying?
are speaking against him, but nobody is going against anybody else that cooperated in the case. Young Thug's own brother was serving a life sentence, and because Thug paid for the best lawyer in Atlanta, he got out, only to come home, join YSL, 2 years later get indicted in a RICO,
And snitch.
and then tell on the entire YSL and everything that happens within YSL, wiping their nose, slat, all that shit, right? Now he's going back to prison for 9 years, and he's gonna see his co-defendant, who was there when the murder happened, and his co-defendant still has a life sentence, even though Unfoonk, or whatever his fucking name is, was the one that pulled the trigger. He didn't even pull the trigger, and he's still doing life for the body. See, there's so many rappers that talk about Young Thug having a good hide. And this is another example of Thug doing a selfless act, getting his brother out of prison, paying for the lawyer, giving his freedom back. He gave it all up. He's willing to testify. And the excuse is gonna be, I violated my plea. I got caught with a gun. I never actually testified.
I mean, technically, he's right. Never did actually testify. But another thing is, too, I feel like some of these niggas, most of these gang niggas, and don't kill me, bro. If a gangster nigga sees me on the street, my nigga, I wasn't talking to you directly, bro. But if the shoe fits, most of y'all niggas like men. I'm sorry, y'all niggas is allergic to vagina, bro. Because there's no way, after experiencing 11 years in jail with straight, sweaty, dusty, crazy niggas, you know what I'm saying? Every single day, no vagina. I finally get out. My brother's rich as fuck, so you already know, and he's famous as hell, so you already know I'm just getting pussy just off the pussy he don't want. He just lobbing it to me. Like, yo, go fuck my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta work for the pussy no more. I'm just catching it because my Young Thug's my brother. You know what I'm saying? Shit just falling in my hands. Yeah, you get arrested for Rico. That's not his fault. You know, the Rico's a whole gang organization thing. Cool. He pleads guilty. He gets out. He snitches. Just to get caught again, my nigga. Yo, bro, God gave this nigga too many chances, bro, and blessed him with too many things, bro. I'm counting my blessings, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, I already got my second strike, my nigga. Third one, I'm out, bro. I'm not holding no gun, but I'm moving out the hood, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to the suburbs, doing something, my nigga. I'm working a 9 to 5, but I'm getting away from the ops where I don't have to feel like I'm threatened, and I'm chilling, bro. I'm accepting the life that I got free, type shit.
But you were willing to. So does that make him a rat?
Yeah.
Because Gunna hasn't testified either. But he admitted to all the same shit.
Gunna say, I don't think.
Unfoonk would
Gunna said in a song that he don't have to testify. According to him, he said he gave no statement and shit.
Wouldn't have even had the opportunity to do any of this if Young Thug didn't buy his freedom, getting him out of prison, essentially giving him another chance at life. And even after, willing to testify, signs off on everything. Yes, ma'am's the judge to death. He only lasts 5 fucking months because he gets caught in a Mercedes tinted out with a Glock. It's almost like he didn't want to be free. He's been locked up since he was like 18, did 11 years, got out for 2 years, went right back.
He missed his boyfriend, that's what it was.
Now he's gone for another 9, probably be what, 40 something when he gets out. Probably won't even get out. Probably do some dumb shit just to stay in there. He seems to be more comfortable in there than out here. But it just goes to show you, it's selective politicking. Everybody wants to hate Gunna, but isn't given the same energy to everybody else involved in the case. And maybe it's because of Gunna's success. Maybe it's because Gunna is attempting to revamp his career.
That's what it is, my brother Jake. Gunna is a well-known rapper, top rapper. These other niggas, we don't know them. We don't care about them, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck about Young Thug's brother? You know what I'm saying? Nobody does. He don't do shit. The nigga rap, but the nigga's trash, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So Gunna is actually a nigga with talent, actually a nigga that's known in the industry. So they're gonna criticize him, but just because of the fame, you know what I'm saying? It comes with it. He should have knew that when he snitched, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, Gunna. If I'm Gunna, bro, I'm thinking, yeah, I know it's probably tough to be in jail. I would never go to jail. I don't think I could last in jail, to be honest with you, my nigga. Cause like I said, ain't no vagina in jail, bro. It's just a bunch of niggas. I would have killed myself by then. But if I'm Gunna wanna, and all they got on me is a gun charge and some drugs or whatever that allegedly wasn't his. They don't got the nigga for no shootings. They don't got the nigga for none of that shit, right? I got one of the best lawyers. Yo, bro, I'm just sticking it through, bro, until the trial. I have to. Or I'm taking a deal where I don't gotta say that young the YSL was a gang and all that shit. I'm taking some type of plea deal where I'm like, no, I don't know about no gang shit, but the Gunna shit was mine, and I'll get 3-4 years and just take the shit to the chin, my nigga. Cause he already did 2, I think, or 1.5. So just do the other 2 or 3 to the chin. You come out a real nigga. Everybody loves you. He would have made so much money. But I get it though, you know what I mean? Jail is not a good place to be, I would imagine. So he's just trying to get the fuck up out of there. And when he got out, y'all see him. I'm gonna show y'all a video after what he got out with afterwards.
Getting out, but what is anyone else doing that's anything different? They just weren't on shit to begin with. Gunna's successful. Maybe that's the difference that's causing all the hate. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts.
That is the difference. But I'm gonna show y'all why Gunna got out. Gunna.
The deal that sent Gunna.
This is why Gunna got out.
This is him, bro.
This is the vehicle he had waiting for him. A my buck. You know what I'm saying? And a bitch with a freshly done BBL, my nigga. Like, look at those ass cheeks, my nigga. They don't got those in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's a vagina. They don't got those in jail. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, long, black hair. They don't got that in jail, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm sorry to say it, bro. I would have look. Oh my god, that's the first look. He goes straight to the ass. That's the first female contact the nigga has had in a year and a half. It's like when you give a thirsty man water. Look at that. Nigga, he's better than me. I would have fucked the ring from the jail. I'm like, yo, take them pants off. I know, yo, what's 2 seconds, the best 2 seconds of her life. I already know that nigga got to work in the Maybach. Cause that shit got curtains. Yeah, but that's the reason the nigga snitched, bro. I know they say, yo, niggas got... What the fuck, they drove off without that nigga? Nah, that nigga hopped in a whip mad fast. This nigga right here hopped in a car mad fast. Oh, they drove off without this nigga and he just hopped in type shit. But yeah, I know niggas say, oh yeah, I could do jail. They got PlayStations in jail. They got good food in jail. They got TV in jail. The bed's not that uncomfortable. You can play ball. You can work out. But guess what they don't got, my nigga? No vagina, bro. So hey, man, I support it. You know what I'm saying? Gunna's new song was fire. Shout out to Gunna. If you're new, drop a like, subscribe with the 10K subs. Shout out to my boy Jose for recommending this video. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. If you want to recommend me anything, hit me up on IG at Almighty Max 23, or just leave it in the comments below, and I'll react to it. You know what I'm saying? I need some reactions and shit. So even kind of dry on the YouTube side nowadays, especially summertime, should be dead. So if you're new, drop a like, subscribe, and I'm out. Road to 500 subs. I just need 500 subs to get monetized now. So we're almost there.